Hello everyone, welcome to the history class. In this video, I'll be concluding the second theme of class 11th history, that is writing and the city life. Till so far in the previous videos, I have discussed about the Mesopotamian civilization, some of the striking feature of this civilization. Then we have discussed about the types of towns and the cities that flourished, and in this map you can see some of the important cities of Mesopotamia. Here is Babylon, then Uruk, then Ur. In the southern region itself, they have Sumer, Akkad in the middle region, and in the north they have Assyria. So these were some of the important cities of the time that flourished in Mesopotamian civilization. The extent of this civilization, as you can see, was between river Euphrates and river Tigris. Mesopotamians valued city life in which people of many communities and cultures lived side by side. The reference of city life is described in the 12 tablets of Gilgamesh epic. Who was Gilgamesh? The legend of Gilgamesh is the oldest known literary writing. The story was written in cuneiform on clay tablet around 2000 BC, and it was written on about 12 tablets. Gilgamesh have ruled the city of Uruk sometime after Enmaker, a great hero who subdued people far and wide. He got a shock when his friend died. He then set out to find the secret of immortality. Crossing the waters that surround the world, he failed and returned to Uruk. He consoled himself by walking along the city walls back and forth. He admired the foundations made of fired bricks that he put into place. It is on the city wall of Uruk that the long tale of heroism and endeavor frizzle out. Now, this is the story that is written on the walls of city of Uruk, and this story, as I narrated here, is a story of a famous ruler of Uruk whose name was Gilgamesh. Now, this written account is considered as one of the oldest literary account. Gilgamesh was an actual name of a king in Sumer, but the account of his life is mythical. The authenticity is doubtable. Now, talking about the legacy of the writing, the greatest legacy of Mesopotamia to the world is its scholarly tradition of time reckoning and mathematics. Dating around 1800 BCE are tablets with multiplications and divisions, tables, square and square root tables, and tables of compound interest. They have done the division of the year into 12 months according to the revolution of the moon around the earth, the division of the month into weeks, the day into 24 hours, and an hour into 60 minutes. All has come to us from Mesopotamia. They noted the solar and the lunar eclipse, observed the positions of the stars and constellations in the sky. All these achievements would have not been possible without writing an urban institution of school. So, their knowledge, they have made sure that their knowledge passed from one generation to another, and that is why they gave importance to the schooling system, and they preserved their culture in this manner. Now, I'll tell you about an early library. The Assyrians of the north created an empire at its height between 720 and 610 BC. They acknowledged the southern region, Babylonia, as the center of high culture. The last ruler, Ashurbanipal, collected a library at his capital, Nineveh, in the north. He made great efforts to gather tablets on history, epics, Oman literature, astrology, hymns, and poems. Here is an image of Ashurbanipal, and he collected various tablets. So his collection in the form of library, its evidences is found in Babylon. Here is an image of his library and the kinds of tablets that are found here. He sent his scribes south to find old tablets because scribes in south were trained to read and write in schools, where they all had to copy tablets by the dozen. There were towns in Babylonia where huge collection of tablets were created and acquired fame. There is a reference of an early archaeologist given in the book. A man of southern marshes, Nabopolassar, released Babylon from Assyrian domination in 625 BC. His successor increased their territory and organized building projects at Babylon. Here is a picture which shows the building at Babylon and the famous hanging gardens of Babylon. This was a striking feature of Babylonia. From that time, Babylonia was the primer city of the world, more than 850 hectares with a triple wall, great palaces and temples. A ziggurat or stepped tower is also found there. Here is a picture of a ziggurat. Ziggurat believed to be their religious building, and where the city is it is at the center of the city, and people different activities of the people took place here, but the building was used for the religious purpose. Nabonidus was the last ruler of the independent Babylonian. He found the stele of a very early king whom we today date to about 1150 BC, and saw on that stele that carved image of priestess. His men brought to him a broken statue inscribed with the name of Sargon. Sargon is actually the king of Akkad. So he gave an order of repairment of that statue. This shows that the rulers of Mesopotamia, they gave importance to their ancestors. They gave importance to the fact that they need to protect, they need to conserve their culture and heritage. So such acts shows that how they preserved their culture, as we have seen in the case of Ashurbanipal, when he collected the old tablets, clay tablets, and in this case also one king of Babylonia giving importance to the Akkadian ruler and gave the order of repairment of his statue. So this is all about the Mesopotamian culture and civilization. Thank you for watching this video. Here we concluded this chapter.